What a day! What a lovely day to review Mad Max Fury Road!
Hey kids, it's time for your
Big review.
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of Mad Max Fury Road. I will do a non-spoiler, so don't worry, I won't spoil anything big. Now, let's talk about the movie. This is the first Mad Max movie in 30 years, and George Miller, original director-writer of these movies, is back. And wow, this movie is a thrill ride from beginning to end. Holy crap. Now, Tom Hardy, known as Bane from The Dark Knight Rises and Inception, many others, he plays Max instead of Mel Gibson, so it's understandable. Mel Gibson is a little too old, even though this movie could take place in the same timeline. Who knows? Anyway, he does a great job as Max. Max is a character that doesn't talk much, and Tom Hardy doesn't talk that much throughout the film. His voice is pretty cool. He does sound a little bit like Bane at times, and it's kind of funny because the main bad guy, Immortan Joe, who's actually played by Keays-Byrne, who played Toe Cutter in the original Mad Max, so he kind of reminds me so much of Bane in the movie, just the way he looks and talks. But yeah, this movie, as much as it's a Mad Max movie, it's really about Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron. This movie is really about her. She is badass. She only has one arm. She has like a cool mechanical type arm, and then she's just freaking awesome. This is probably one of her best roles in an action movie so far. Better than Hancock and even Prometheus. And yeah, her character is so great. She has the most arc in this movie. Like I said, Mad Max, his character, it does have some nods to the previous Mad Max movies of what he's going through. This is not really, it's kind of a sequel slash reboot, you know, recall, whatever you want to call it. So the other movies like, you know, Road Warrior and Beyond the Thunderdome, you know, happen, I guess. But yeah, this is, you know, this is just going back to the whole Mad Max world, which is a post-apocalyptic, over-the-top world. I mean, seriously, when you see like a freaking guitarist with a flamethrower guitar on a freaking car with giant amps, this is just it's just over the top. It's a full-on crazy world. I mean, wow. And speaking of crazy, Nicholas Holt's character, his name is trying to think the name of the character. You know, he's the one, what a lovely day. He's like an albino. But yeah, his character is pretty crazy. They're like followers of Joe that are just kind of like, you know, wanting to ride, and you know, it's a very much cult religion that his group is, and he has control of water. Water and gasoline are very rare materials in this world that people need. So yeah, and the whole premise is that basically Furiosa is trying to get Joe's wives, who are like the most beautiful breeding women, and because since he has control of the water, you know, he controls the land and he's pretty much making them slaves, and she's getting the wives, you know, one of them played by Carly, you know, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. You know, he's his favorite. And then, you know, we got Zoe Kravitz, who played Angel in X-Men First Class, and she's really awesome. And you got a couple others who are great. Yeah, so basically the whole, I watched Jeremy John's review, but it's like an escort mission in a video game. It's just basically trying to get them to safety. They're trying to figure out where they can go that's away from Joe and his crazy followers. And yeah, so it's a really over the top, like it's mostly an action movie. It's just straight up a giant action scene, and it's really what I love about George Miller. He uses a lot of practical effects. He's not like George Lucas, where he wants to use computers more than practical effects, like when he first started out. He really, if he can get it in shot, he will do it. And there's been people that risked their lives to make this movie. The actors risked their lives. It was, you know, except for and you see it in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, the giant storm that happens, which is definitely, you know, CGI and green screen. This is really, you know, people doing these crazy stunts with these cars. The cars that blow up are really blown up, and that's what's great. If you're a fan of Mad Max, if you're a fan of the practical effects, if you're a fan of post-apocalyptic movies, cars, love Twist the Metal, this is for you. Seriously, this movie is a thrill ride. It is really awesome. There's not much to the character development, but there is with a Furiosa, but with Max, you know, you get a little bit of it. But if you just want to explore this world, see how crazy over the top this is, then this is definitely for you. With that said, I give Mad Max a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, it's an amazing movie, but I just wish it could have been more in depth of what was going on. But if you just want a non-stop thrill ride, I loved it, and yeah, I definitely recommend for fans of Mad Max. If you're not a fan of Mad Max, you won't love this movie at all. Anyway, for more, check out Rip the Apparel for cool like Joker, Deadpool shirts. Check out my website at SeanXLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long, may I live long and love life. When the world is passion, and you have my permission to die. Max may be mad, but is he insane in the pain?
Wait, you're supposed to be the big badass dinosaur in the movie? Dude, you're so pale. You need a tan like me, so you could be a Tyrannosaurus. Sex.